This one's mine. Here we go. Who's ready for more?
I don't like this. Stay alert.
It's taking too long. We should have gotten orders by now.
Inquisitor Luron is taking her time. I think she wants to see how the Envoy performs.
Well, if it isn't the Adherin Envoy.
We weren't expecting reinforcements. Either you've come early, or more likely, you shouldn't be here.
The Steel Garrote is here. Don't like that one bit.
Tell you what, turn around, and Inquisitor Ludwig doesn't have to hear about this unfortunate little mix-up. Nice try. If you don't already know, then I'm really not allowed to say.
We have no quarrel with you, but we are trying to be discreet. Let's part as friends and keep it that way.
Then you're not leaving. What a pity. Normally I'd think twice about spilling godlike blood, but for you I'll make an exception.
Come and get me. Take your best.
See me,
Come and get me. Gotcha. I need a minute. Quit moving! Right. We really just kicked the Saltfly's nest. I guess we're in this now.
Envoy, when we first met, I thought I was gonna keep you out of trouble.
That is the smell of victory. We're going to make it.
We've got company! Make way! Watch the left! New armor!
Found you!
Seamless metal! Seamless metal! Come on, boy. Seamless metal!
Keep quiet.
Left. Stay. Seamless metal! Next one's mine. That's it for me. Back in the fight. I'm sick. Be sick. Nice shot! Right with you. Out of play! Come and get me! Seamless metal! They should thank us.
If you'd asked me how many steel garrote to pack into a cave, I'd have been very wrong.
Hope this was just a regular outpost. Nope. This is a war camp. Glad that's over.
Someone there? Stop right there!
I'm
It's
with
the
you!
Envoy!
Hold on.
Kill yourself! My turn! Done! Quiet as the depths. I Hey! Over here!
Haven't had a battle like that in years. Though I didn't feel this many aches and pains in my soldiering days.
Can't say I'm sad to see these people strewn about.
Whatever they were up to, we put an end to it. Right? Yeah. Good.
Right. Not betting my life on it, but it sure seems that way. I guess we should look around while we're here. I wouldn't mind figuring out what they were up to.
You know, that's a smart idea. This is why I was always in the trenches rather than the strategy tent.
Looking around, feels like we broke up something big. Well done, us.
Not bad for a day's work. I think we've all earned a couple ales back at camp.
There's a lot of stuff here they won't be using anymore. Might as well take some of it with us.
Maybe they've got some ale.
They were planning on burning down Fior. How could they do something like that?
Aha!
They wouldn't have put it all the way out here if it wasn't something good.
Aim where? Here we go!
See that little.
That's more like it! On the left! Is that all you have? Hold!
Unseek!
Back on my feet.
See this little.
Make way! Coming from your right!
Unseek! See this little.
This is it for me!
Isakso!
Back in a bit.
See this little.
Stand a chance! That's all of them.
are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
I hope you're ready to sleep with one eye open, because I doubt Ludwig sleeps at all. And after the send-off you gave the Steel Garrote squad in that cave, she'll have it out for you. Yeah, get lost or get skewered. I thought they were supposed to be working with the Diran forces, not setting up secret encampments and chasing you away. I wouldn't be surprised. Whatever agreement they have with your people, they're Wodikans first. Normally, I'm not big on turning on your own, but the Steel Garrote take their beliefs too far. I'm glad you didn't let them do it here. Don't let it go to your head. Your kind of clarity is rare. To know in the moment what you've got to do and do it, I envy that.
Kai's always doing things to help others, no matter the cost. It's going to get him killed one day.
You two are gonna make me blush, and purple's not my best color. But thanks. Just be on the lookout. The Steel Garrote isn't likely to forgive and forget. If you get up in the night, don't wander too far.
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath the surface. We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand. Clouds brew around our prison. There is much we cannot grasp. We have questions. Clear the mist. They come on foreign ships, exiles grafted from other trees. The salt clings to their hair, the scent of distant shores to their skin. Branches unimpeded. Why? A foundling deer seeking the woods. But the ground stirs. New roots seek to grow taller than the old. They bring banners, arrows, swords. What do they seek from us? Clavager's blood on the breeze. Wolves fighting for territory. Is the instinct to conquer innate? The tiger built his den beside the lions. Anxious peace. We learn much. Sleep now. Dream of warm tides and purple leaves.
Next one's mine!
I sprained my shoulder. Wildlife came through here on their way deeper into the forest. Probably attacked this thing as they passed by. Another killed by wildlife. I'm going the right way. I'd say the revenants were hiding in that lake. Could be wrong.
The water is beautiful, wouldn't you agree? The surface is calm, but the depths are full of life. For now, I merely observe. In the time of the ancients, a piece of the sky fell here. Then came the water. It pulses with essence, though it does not live. You are a godlike. I'm surprised it did not speak to you. It does. Or wind between the fingers. It's good to meet a traveler attuned to such energies. Forgive me. We have no reason to know each other. I mediate between mortals and the Lady of Lament. Some call me a gift-bearer.
Oh, good. I could use a new pair of boots.
We had one come to Paradise once. Thought he was a grifter. Especially since he only seemed to want tokens made of gold or gems.
They do, but coin doesn't concern me. Healing is my calling. That's what brought me to this lake. The shard of sky is a fragment of Ione Bratha. When the moon shattered, it fell here. Its memory is long and full of pain. Perhaps, whatever they are looking for, they should not be here. A remnant of Ondra's loss should have nothing to offer them, yet still they gather. If you retrieve the stone, find me at the harbor to the south. I have plans for it. And you. Take care when you breach the surface, though. The vessels might react. I hope it will not come to that. Make sure you hold your breath, godlike. Your work in this life is not finished.
I know that's what I want to hear before I go first time.
Okay, folks. Let's get the skyrock from the lake full of corpses so we can help out the creepy water priest.
Everyone okay? That it?
There. That's Thomas' old house. Wonder what he wanted me to find. The place feels different without him. He left something behind for me. Help me look around. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah, it is. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he kept it, let alone. All this time, I never knew. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago. Well, I'm struggling to see what those might be. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about. If he really did, he would have told me. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed-up piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands. Oh, I don't blame him. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. A coward. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna need some time with this. You wouldn't say that if you knew. Never mind. I haven't talked about this in a while, so thanks for listening. It means a lot. Especially since you seem to have your head on straight. Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head.
Maybe they somehow wrap themselves up in an existing tree.
Not with the way this trunk has grown.
I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Never seen a tree grow so quickly as to trap someone inside. That's outside my expertise, but I wouldn't be surprised.
You seem capable enough, stranger. But the forests are not safe. As if this weren't enough proof of that.
Stay out of the forests if you can help it.
Good luck out there.
metal!
Make way! Quiet as another glorious battle.
You emerged from one shore and found me at another. Do you have the stone? Good. The farther it travels, the safer it will be. Even an enchanted stone should not attract the undead. The lake must have imbued it with some power I cannot name. To heal Andra's wound, I must give it a watery grave, commit it to the deepest, darkest ocean. She will forget it there. Then I am grateful to have broadened your experience. Now, will you return it? I have coin, if it would help. I can afford my boat passage. I need no more than that. The Lady of Lament assures me that this is better off forgotten. By helping me, you've helped her. She owes you, and she won't forget that. I will relay that message sooner than you think. So, that is that. I believe my time here has come to an end. Whatever called you to these shores, I hope it reveals itself soon. Then find peace in the uncertainty. Life is an eternal discovery.
I would kill for a standard festering snake bite right now.
First, my wife runs off to paradise. Now, this.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong with your obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use it. You showed up at a bad time. Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one. Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
Ah, the Emperor's Envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, Envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, Envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the Living Lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. Aura Taugori. I hope to see you soon.
Envoy. Are you looking for work by chance? A pleasure, Envoy. I'm Aldrich, the Bounty Master of Paradise. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in. Show it here. Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't survive. I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place, but I'm thankful you did so. Be safe out there, you hear? Oh, Octa. Now that's a dwarf with a chip on his shoulder. Heard he burnt the last ones that went after him alive. Yeah. Going to take on the ogre then? Reckon he's the most dangerous bounty we've got. Be careful. There ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. We might want to consider trying to find one. A frontal assault would be mighty reckless.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by. Unseen, unheard.
Here we go. You're gonna regret that.
Hey! Over here!
Race with us.
Stop right there!
For you! Nice job, everyone.
One thing you could say about ogres, they rarely do sneak attacks.
Next one's mine!
I'm sick!
That's one for us.
A squad mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both arms. You feeling okay? Seems like you were having a strange dream the other night. A cup of tea might help you sleep. Unless you need a nip of something stronger. Did that artifact get warmer, or am I imagining it? That looks right. Keep your guard up. You don't look like the type to negotiate.
I'm coming for you.
Right flank! Another down. Still recovering.
Keep quiet.
Seek!
Been seeing a lot more bandits since the Dreamscourge has driven people out of the interior.
Nice work.
Not sure who lived here before. Looks like something you'd see in Emerald Stair.
Nice shot! Another win, but who's counting?
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. Remind me not to get on your bad side, Envoy. Seems you're making a habit out of killing ogres. Let's hope the next one you run across is a bit more amicable, yeah? Good. Too many good men and women died because of that bastard. May he face Magran's fires in his next life. It's a shame it had to be like this. Desperate times can drive good kith to do terrible things. Well, I'll be. That's all of the bounties. Mighty fine work, Envoy. Mighty fine indeed. Hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you, Don Shore is safer for all of us. Gods protect you, wherever you are.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the Envoy thing doesn't work out.
Nice work on the bounties. Just don't get a big head about it.
Good. You made it back. Good. You made it back. Wait, is that star metal? Abaddon's arse, this stuff is rare. I'd love to make something with it, but I'd be afraid of ruining it. I can't think of anybody else in Paradise who could either. Who knows? Maybe there's a blacksmith in another city who can help. Good luck. They're bound to make something legendary.
Be careful with old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence. Oh, the Trentons. A bunch of butzels, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I admit. Watch yourself out there. Ah, those Delamgan. They are not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, eh?
Can I interest you in some glaveberries or better spells, perhaps? Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
Price is a bit steep.
Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Eora.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the Dreamscourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
Oh, so those gnats constantly buzzing in my ears are this lady's fault. Apology not accepted.
The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry. That's exactly it! Well done! I have always observed it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fjord. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone, they bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
The ritual heals all. The spirits get one more taste of life, and the living get to offer one last gift to the dead. You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. I believe it will do exactly that. The spirits will find closure and rest, and the living can move on from this recent tragedy. Be careful, friends. The angry spirits lash out blindly. I cannot predict what awaits you at these graves.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Jata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dreamscourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dreamscourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dreamscourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Did you hear that, Ignacy? You should be taking notes.
Ah, of course. The Adiran Envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dreamscourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dreamscourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dreamscourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dreamscourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior. And you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Perhaps, but I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Another mountain feast. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late. Is that Gelard? This is Starman. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well. No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchanted. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. A mace, crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galawain's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galawain's Tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff. And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, amigo? Establishment, amigo.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dreamscourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dreamscourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dreamscourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Messiverno. Forever.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I've gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dreamscourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dreamscourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Careful!
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Really? Ado, welcome. Can't say as I you?
Founded machine.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This And you're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be onto something.
I'm sure her mother loved. Look what happened to them.
I have to do something. can't let anyone else discover this. Ah, Envoy, I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now. On the contrary, he'd be thrilled if he knew. Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use half as much Adra to achieve the same results. And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck? No. To harness these forces for so small a price is too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Athelmir's treatise on Vodka. Perhaps she's right. Maybe animancy should be reined in. How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So, you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Atragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out. Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking lessons in Solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk softly.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your flute at camp.
That is different. Bear's natural prey doesn't tend to play flutes.
They might show up to get you to stop.
I've had this flute for years, and I have yet to be killed by a bear.
On second thought, maybe that's what's keeping them away.